The woman took out a divorce agreement and asked her husband to sign it. Suddenly she heard her husband's inner voice. He said that if he signed, his wife would no longer want him, but the woman could not understand it at all, because the inner voice of her usually cold husband was actually full of love for her. On their wedding day, he left her alone in the room. The woman thought her husband did not like her, so for 3 years she deliberately kept her distance from him. One day the woman heard that her husband's first love had returned to the country, and that her husband had used many resources to support her career. The woman decided to end this marriage that had no love, but on the day she took out the divorce agreement, she accidentally heard her husband's inner voice saying he did not want a divorce. It turned out that the man had always loved her. On their wedding day, he left alone because he was so excited that he had a nosebleed. He did not want his wife to see him in such an embarrassing state. In order to avoid divorcing his wife, he deliberately dirted the divorce agreement, but he did not expect that his wife had brought a backup copy. The man said in his heart that he did not want to sign it. The woman wanted to figure out what was going on, so she deliberately said that she had forgotten to bring the backup copy. The man happily said in his heart that finally he did not have to get divorced. Only then did the woman realize that her husband's inner voice was different from his real personality. Suddenly the man's phone rang. He quickly walked to the window. The woman mistakenly thought it was a call from his first love. The next second she heard the man's inner voice again. He felt relieved that a call had come in, because it gave him an excuse not to get divorced. Seeing the man leave in a flustered manner, the woman did not know which thought was his real one. The next day the man accidentally saw the woman acting intimately with another man. He clenched his fists in anger. The woman once again heard his inner voice, saying that she was not being responsible to him. The woman quickly stood up to explain. She said the strange man was a good friend she had known since childhood. After hearing this, the man felt extremely happy inside, but on the surface he coldly shook hands with the other man. The woman heard the man say in his heart, that was the hand that touched his wife's hair. He wanted to chop it off. After hearing this, the woman nervously stopped him. Then the man introduced the girl beside him as an artist he had just signed. The woman deliberately put her arm around the man's shoulder, trying to make the wife misunderstand, but she did not know that the woman had already heard the man's inner voice, and knew that he only wanted to make her jealous, so the woman acted very generous. The man complained in his heart that she did not love him. In order to test the man's feelings, the woman pretended to be asleep in the room. Sure enough, after the man returned, he gently touched her. The woman realized that the reason he did not want a divorce was because he loved her. The man could not help moving closer to her. The next second, the woman took the initiative to kiss him.
Subscribe for more Prince Narrator.